Hello, it's me again. I'm popping through to see Neville at the Botanic Gardens in Edinburgh, and he's going to speak to you guys about what it's like to be an actual talent apprentice. Nev's our apprentice mycologist, and he's had a fantastic time at the Botanics under the guidance of Roy Watling. But what I thought I'd do today is I'd give you a whistle-stop tour of BTCV in Stirling in approximately 60 seconds. So, time if you like. Okay, this is the office. Joe, hello, say hi. Joe's my manager. She looks after you guys as well as me. I'm going to take you to Ron and Russell. Hi guys, this is Ron and Russell.
John.
Hi folks, and continue. Sorry, thanks very much. This is Sue from Plant Life. Hi Sue. And Deborah as well. Deborah's through here, she's got a lovely office. Hi Deborah.
Hi.
Downstairs. There's Helen. Helen manages our training programme. You'll be meeting up with Helen soon. This is Julie. Julie's our IT guru. Julie's fantastic. She helps me a hell of a lot. Excuse the French. Mary and Geraldine, our finance ladies. Always good for a sweetie. That's Peter's room. That's the dreaded photocopier. I hate that photocopier. This is Butterfly Conservation. Paul Kirkland. Say hi, Paul.
Hi.
And how are we doing for time? We're okay, actually. This is the belly of the beast. In here we have Craig McAdam from Bug Life. You can just see him there. This is Helen's office. That's Graham Anderson's office, who's our deputy director. And this is Charlie's office. Charlie looks after our volunteers. He's our area development officer. There you go. BTCV in a minute. Okay. So I've made it to the cryptogamic workshop at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Edinburgh. I'm here with Neville Kilkenny, who's an apprentice mycologist, and we'll get rid of this Neville, will we? Just don't really need this. Nev's going to talk a wee bit about Natural Talent Apprenticeship Scheme. So I've got a few questions to fire at Nev. We'll be doing some work here, and he showed me some spores under the microscope, which has been really exciting. But we're here to find out a wee bit about what the experience has been like for Nev, and the best person to tell you is Nev himself. So, Nev, welcome to the BTCV Open Day. So, what have you been up to since you started your apprenticeship?
Well, when I first started, I was quite familiar with what I thought was a lot of fungi, macroscopically. One of the things that happened as soon as I started was I was shown the full diversity of the mycota and was completely blown out of the water and realised that I knew absolutely nothing. And so having been completely intimidated by that, Roy, my mentor, very patiently, slowly over the next 6 months, took us through all of the families, genera by genera, and slowly made sense of it all. And I think, yeah, at least 6 months till it began to sort of make sense. Also quite early on, I sort of went right in at the deep end and did a biodiversity survey for the SWT Reserve at Eyre Gorge, and that really was fantastic to actually assess my limitations, really, about how good my field skills were, what practically I could collect in the day, and realistically look at how the best and most efficient way of processing the specimens before losing quality of information on them.
Yeah.
So that was a great exercise.
Next question. Personally, for you, how do you feel you've developed over the last few months as a result of the Natural Talent Apprentice?
Well, when I came into the apprenticeship, it was a bit of a shock, because having come from working in a business where I was sort of at the top of my game, I really did begin to feel a bit like the daft laddie that couldn't contribute to any conversation like that. It was a completely new experience, sort of coming into this field, and slowly I've now built up confidence and actually feel I do know what I'm talking about. And I'm getting more familiar with different groups. There's some that I haven't had a chance to look at yet, but it's given me an opportunity. Having the time is such a luxury to be able to explore each thing at your own pace and say, right now, that group I find intimidating, today I'm going to get my head really around those. And that's one of the things that's brilliant about apprenticeship, is just having that time.
Last question. We've got a lecture theatre full of keen, enthusiastic, budding mycologists out there. Do you have a final message for them, warts and all?
It's probably the most important taxa, I think, in the world. It underpins every ecosystem on the planet, and yet it's probably the most frustrating field to work in, because from a conservation point of view, the criteria for the conservation of fungi is so undeveloped. We really are not in a position at the moment to watertight say this is rare, this isn't, because we only have information from fruiting, not from the actual organism itself. So we're far behind all the other taxa. We haven't got a definitive red data list. It's harder to get fungi included on SSSI citations as notified features, simply because there's no mechanism in place to assess these things. And from that point of view, as far as making headway within conservation and looking after things, the fungi that I care about, I find that incredibly frustrating. But it's also producing new challenges. One of the areas I really want to work in. I want to tie this down and work on methods of assessing whether a fungus is rare, and being able to assess its distribution and how we can protect that.
Thanks. Thanks for your time. I've had a couple of really nice days with Neville, and now I'm off to see Cathy on Isla. So it's an early start for me tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys bright and early. Good morning. It's 5:05. A bit rainy this morning. I'm going to spend the next couple of days with Cathy in Isla, the beautiful island of Isla, centre of the universe if you're a whisky lover. But this is strictly business. A part of my work and Joe's work is getting round about the country, meeting up with you guys, and making sure that everything's okay, and making sure that you're enjoying your work, and that we provide you with ongoing support and make you feel part of the BTCV family.